In the joy of others lies our own. My Guru Puja Pramukh Swami Maharaj not only said this, but even at the age of 93, he strives to keep it imbibed in his life. I try to mold my life after his. He is not only my role model, but the person that pushes me to do the best I can and to achieve anything I dream of, and to help others no matter what I may have to sacrifice. We all need a role model that pushes us to the best we can. A role model that would direct us in the right direction and would want us to do the best we can in everything we do. Our life story should be service and leadership. These two things should fill our schedule to the brim, and we should enjoy every moment of it. Some of us here today imbibe this quality in our life, and I'm truly grateful to my parents, Ghanshyam and Patel, for all that they have done in imbibing these qualities in me from such a young age. However, some of us sitting here today may never learn to put others before ourselves. Many forget the aspect of service as they get sucked into their mundane lives. Our lives tend to revolve around us and solely the things we care about, which is the exact opposite of what it should be. As we sit here, the realization that we missed many opportunities over these last 4 years may be coming to mind. But we have to learn to get up, restart, by filling our life with experiences and moments that will allow us to grow and succeed rather than the worldly possessions we all crave. All these pictures you should be seeing here. All these pictures you should be seeing here are the greatest moments of my high school life. All these pictures not only define me, but they are the moments and experiences that have made me a better person and allowed me to realize where my love for helping others came from. You can clearly see, or you should be able to clearly see, that education wasn't the only part of my life. My fondest moments of high school were outside the four walls of the classroom. My life was filled with moments that I could never describe in words, and I hope that all of us sitting here today have had moments such as these. For many, the smallest moments mean the most. And the best part about those small moments is that we get to spend it with people we truly care about. These are the people that should push us to give nothing less than 100% in everything we do. And if they don't, it may be time to find new friends. I learned that friendship is extremely important. There's a saying in my language, sang evo rang, which literally means your company is your color. The company you have is a definition of who you are. My success and wanting to help others was because of my love for others and the company I had. It didn't matter that I had a dot on my head, or that I was brown, or even the types of clothes that I wore. My true friends loved me for who I was on the inside. And honestly, over these past 4 years, they've become more than that. They've become my family. True friendship is when no matter what, they have your back. Even when you get in a small argument over something dumb, like being an instigator in 7th period, you will go back to them, and they will come back to you. I've had my share of arguments and moments where I feel like sitting down and not moving forward. But my friends were there to pick me right up and keep me pushing forward. Sometimes, a simple question like, how's your day? Or, are you okay? Can make everything better. And there's no words in any dictionary in the world that can describe this type of love. We all need to learn to imbibe this love in our lives. We all should have the desire to make a person smile when they don't feel like smiling, or even simply hear them laugh. This is my source of happiness. Many may think that this is superficial and that there are those types of people out there that will take advantage of me. Well, I say let them. My joy and yours should not be defined by others. We all need to find our own source of happiness. And I can tell you right now, the secret to happiness is service and gratitude. All of us can look at any part of the world and see that it isn't perfect, or may never be perfect. But a person who truly cares about the world and seeing people happy won't just sit on the bench and complain about it. The smallest impact can turn into a colossal change. It only takes a spark to start a blazing fire, but someone has to be willing to take that first step, to be that spark. Some are afraid of standing out, and I truly was too. But I realized that in the end, it doesn't matter what other people say. We cannot live our lives dependent on the opinions of others. We must set a higher standard for ourselves. I know many of you will go home and not remember a single word I said, and I don't care. I could care less. But for the people who truly care and want to get something out of this, I simply suggest that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, remember that we make the biggest impact with the smallest gestures. You never know what a person is going through, so take a small step to serve, to love, to share joy. Congratulations, Perry Panthers. We have finally made it. And no matter where we go or what we do, always remember who you are and not what people want you to be. Remember our colors, maroon and gold. We will always be a Perry Panther. Today is the last moment where we will all be together. And so, to remember this one last moment, we'll take one last picture. GoPro selfie style. Thank you, and congratulations, Perry Panthers.
Hello, everybody. Before I begin my speech proper, I wanted to take a second to thank a few people, namely my wonderful parents and family, who I never learned to fully appreciate, as well as all the teachers and staff and everyone involved in Houston County. It's been a wonderful 7 years for me. There's a lot of, what? I didn't come to the elementary school. Okay. I went to private. Okay. There's a lot of friends that I could thank, and I'd be here forever if I had to shout out everyone. But if you even have to ask if you were special to me, you were. Finally, I'd like to thank my friends in the so-dubbed MHC squad for some of the best friendships I've ever had. You guys are just dashing, and it was phenomenal, so thank you. Speech. Okay. Formal mode. You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little bit over-caffeinated this morning. Okay. Breathing. It's been a long 4 years, everyone, and a very formative 4 years at that. Personally, I think the freshman me would be quite surprised at the person I've become. Maybe not pleased, but certainly surprised. And I think all of us can say the same. We spent the last 4 years growing as humans alongside each other, and that's a very beautiful thing. In fact, I've known quite a few of you since middle school, and I will say with great pleasure that we aren't the same people we were 7 years ago. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we've come a long way. And this shouldn't be surprising. A lot has happened in the halls of Perry High School in the last 4 years. It's been an exciting time. But I'm not here to talk about the past. To be fair, I have no skills in the realm of nostalgia, but there's a more important reason. Perhaps I could break your high school experience down into a 2-sentence synopsis. Perhaps I could reduce it to some Disney Channel archetype, but even if I could, I wouldn't. I can't speak for anyone but myself, and furthermore, I think we all deserve better than that. Because your high school experience is a story, your story, for better or worse, and I'm sure it's richer than a mere summation. And furthermore, I don't know you like you know you. That's not to say I don't care. I care about all of you. But I can't speak for your thoughts and feelings. That's you, that's yours. And I'm not going to insult your existence by reducing it down to a soundbite. It's not that I don't want to hear your story, it's just that you need to be the one telling it. It's a story worth telling, I just don't think you need a guy at a podium telling you what your life is. So no, I won't be talking about your past. In cliche fashion, I will be talking about the future. And in regards to the future, I have one personal request of you all. Parents too, listen up. Please make an earnest effort to be a good person. An active effort to be nice, even to people you disagree with. Because it's hard out there. And we need to take care of each other. We're all brothers and sisters in the universal sense of the word. But seriously, it's easy. Don't be a fool, help people where you can, and try not to judge. In regards to your personal future, do what you want. Like honestly, find what you want to do and who you want to be and go there. Very few things are impossible. We only have to decide where we want to go and then go there. We can do it, honestly. You owe it to yourself to become the person you want to be. You deserve that, and you can do that. Because I trust you all, and as a teenager, that's not a thing you hear a lot, and that's a shame. We're passing from the point in our lives where some of us have had almost no responsibility to a point where we have, well, all responsibility we could possibly have. For some of us, there hasn't been a lot of cushion in between, and if no one has told you, let me be clear. From here on out, you're responsible for you from here on out. Who you become, what you become, that's on you. Now, this isn't a thing that should intimidate us. If anything, it's exciting. We're being given the reins to our future, and all we need is the will to take them, to steer ourselves where we want to go. Anything is possible, and I think we're told that so often it becomes hard for us to fully appreciate that fact, but it's true. And for those who say I am naive, I say you've grown cold and pessimistic, and I will not tolerate it. All of you in this room are my brothers and sisters, regardless of anything about you. And by that mere fact alone, I trust you. And I trust that you can achieve your dreams. I know people who've come from wretched circumstances and gone farther than they could ever imagine. And so I will say this one final time so I'm not mistaken. If something is humanly possible, then you, all of you, can do it. And I think it's a shame for us not to strive as hard and as far as we can. A final note to my fellow classmates for all this is said and done. We have been told our entire lives that we are the future. This is not true anymore. We are the present. The world is ours. All we have to do is reach out and grab it. Ask and ye shall receive. So I want all of you to go out there and drink deeply of life, as the saying goes. Go and do something exciting. Go and live passionately. It's a sin to live in apathy. Go and build your world out of life and love and excitement and over-caffeination and all of these beautiful things. And don't put your dreams off. As a high school student, I think it's very easy to say I'll begin when I'm an adult, but we can't rely on that excuse anymore. If you aren't 18, you will be soon, and regardless, all of you are adults in my eyes. If you keep putting off your future, it will never come to you, but there's nothing stopping you from going to it today. So go. Make the world yours. It'll be golden.